Hello, and welcome back. I am the Muted Goat, and this is episode 7 of my Let's Play Civilization 4 Realism Invictus as the Americans on a giant map. Alright. One thing I need to do is make sure all of my... I'm going to start in Washington here. Just want to make sure I'm using my cottages to the best of my ability right now. Yeah. It really is so. Just started the medieval era, so it really is good to get cottages going as early as possible. I don't want great merchants. How about great engineers? And how did New York get into unhappiness? They must have been at their happiness cap when we went to the medieval era. Alright. Not much can be done in Detroit for cottages, but here we go. Quite a few we can do in Omaha. They're unhappy too. Okay. Nothing to be done in Chicago. Right. Buffalo has quite a bit. There we go. This will be short-term pain for long-term gain on a lot of this. Okay. Kyiv has done a pretty good job on it. That makes them stagnant. Okay. It's 31 turns till growth there. Newark doing as good as they can. They have a great artist going, and I'm going to let them do that because they do need to expand their cultural borders as much as possible. And same here. Okay. This is our new city, Biskra. They also have a great artist going, which is fine, but well, and they're unhappy too, so I'm going to leave it on copper there. We'll get one city going on it. And it looks like we're going to have to drop our science rate temporarily because of that. Which is okay.
Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leads ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back.
Normally I skip right over elephant taming because I don't have access to elephants, but I do now. And it might be worthwhile. Okay. I've been doing these wars for a long time. Stephen the Saint, he's getting pretty happy with us. So I guess we can keep that going. I guess I'm going to keep the wars going, but it's not hurting anything, I guess, so we'll be fine. did circumnavigate the globe last episode, which is crazy. I've had some really, like, really good things happen for early in the game. I got a bunch of wonders, which is not the easiest to do, especially with this many civs going. And then circumnavigating the globe is great. And, you know, I've had pretty good success on all my military.
When elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers.
All my military campaigns, so yeah. It's going pretty good. Compass. Yeah, I'm gonna do large stable. Let you explore automated. I'll just let that guy go around looking for stuff. Like, honestly, I don't really need to see what's going on other continents. I just kind of want to meet them. Later in the game, it could be important. This guy wants me to do monasticism, but I don't currently have a religion, so that's not something I'm going to do. Building windmills. I am also going to start draining swamps. I wonder if I can or do it. I think it's mill machinery you need. I hope it's mill machinery. Can't build sawmills yet. We need guilds for that. Okay, we can drain swamps. Just start doing that. What can I do for culture here? I'll do school and then a city square. Drain the swamp.
The wisest men follow their own direction.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go guilds. War elephants are a national unit, so I can't remember if you need a regular stable and a large stable. Okay, I'm gonna do a regular stable. Charge mounted units and range mounted units. And elephants are a charge mounted unit, so I'm going to build the stable as well to make sure they get the experience. misclick. Okay. This song again. The YouTube library of non-copyrighted music when it comes to classical music is not very extensive. Let's put it that way. But this song is awesome, so I might as well just put it on repeat. Now, there's some other pretty good classical songs on here I like. I did not like that one Bach song, and it's mostly just because the chorus is so loud in it. But I need to stop complaining about the music. I guess one last complaint. So what bothers me the most is that the Civ4 game, like the music is, like the sound volume level is like balanced with the game. And the YouTube music library, the volume of the songs varies. So some songs are too quiet, some songs are too loud, and yeah, it makes it kind of frustrating when you're making a custom music folder in Civ4. But that will be my last music complaint of the entire series, I hope. I'd like our culture to take this potato from Yaroslav, because that'll spread irrigation to that other spot near, I can't remember which city that is, but okay. Is it Newark? Yeah, near Newark. Cincinnati still wants to revolt. They're slowly becoming more American. Donald Trump, the great merchant. Is not known for being a merchant anymore. That's stable. I can do a couple workers. Okay. Let's go library. Alright. We can build a glassworks with this great merchant. Now that we have this unhappiness, I'm wondering if our pagan temples aren't working anymore. Let's check that. No, they still are. It's obsolete with theology. Other civilizations have discovered theology, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully this glassworks helps. We need to get the culture up here. We can get coffee. The English, they're right in the middle of the pack. We'll do open borders. Aztecs. Okay. Yeah. Kind of changing my tune on declaring a lot of wars. Because it seems to be making more people mad, like the friends in them mad, than it is making the people who ask me to declare the war happy. So Spain, you're down in the dumps. I don't care what you think of me.
People of the same trade seldom meet together, even for merriment and diversion. But the
not going to do craft
ends
guilds.
In a conspiracy against the public.
But I can get Crucible Steel pretty soon. With military engineering, okay. Alright, with Crucible Steel. Might take out the rest of the Russians because we get crab down here too. Kind of one of the things about this mod, in like vanilla Civ4, like a city like Moscow is just like there's nothing to be done. It's just always going to be a crappy city. But in this mod, you just need a handful of good tiles, and you can eke out a pretty good city. Oh, and I also did verify that this song is there's a classic Tom and Jerry. I knew I recognized it from my childhood. Tartars want us to declare war. We're not going to do that. Do workshops. We don't have anyone doing research right now, do we? Yeah, we do. Oh, no, not a large stable. Do workshop. Oh, we got guilds now, so we can make lumber mills. Yeah, so like tundra, forested tundra with a lumber mill is a very viable production tile, so that's what you do with those. Cincinnati all the way up to 7% American. Hopefully this courthouse helps a little bit. Where are the Arabians at? Sure, open borders. Kind of feel like I don't have a good diplomatic strategy right now. There we go. You can build tailors everywhere now, too. Warband's only 5 turns. I'll build a couple warbands, try to knock down that separatism. Sure, keep our elephants in Detroit. That's where all the elephants like to hang out, right? Enemy spotted near Chicago. Oh. Slave revolts for the Russians. They made peace with the Hungarians, and they kind of dominated them too. The Hungarians were quite a bit ahead when that war started of the Armenians, and that is not the case anymore. Let's check, see if there's any. Mussolini will trade silk. Who's this? Christian IV, so they're the Icelandic, right? They'll trade grapes. Trade grapes for glassware? Oh, glassware and rice. Man, they're always so demanding on grapes. Oh, that's why those two cities were mad. It was the
Listen, lad.
The Greeks stopping to
up from nothing. When I started here, all there was
stopping trading the wine
Other
with
kings
us.
said I was daft to build a castle on a swamp, but I built it all the same, just to show him. It sank into the swamp, so I built a second one.
It's a good.
That sank into the swamp.
good Monty Python quote
I
here.
built a third one. That burned down, fell over, then sank into the swamp. But the fourth one stayed up. And that's what you're gonna get, lad. The strongest castle in these islands.
It's got huge tracts of land. Just watched that movie a few days ago. Civil service is okay, but I prefer my civics the way they are. Alright, we're getting close to Crucible Steel. Prussians, no, just done with starting random wars. It's one thing about the diplomacy I don't love very much is it's like, why would they ask me to declare war? I'm like halfway across the world. You know, I understand if like the Bali asked me to declare war, or the Inca with the Russians or something like that, someone right next to me, but I haven't played much of Civ 5, 6, or 7. Well, played a little bit of 5 and none of 6 and 7, I should say. But I hear the diplomacy is much better in those, and then a lot of things are much worse, specifically like the AI when it comes to wars. So sorry, I got a text that distracted me. But in the future, I actually wouldn't be opposed to trying what to me are the newer civs. Like Civ 5 is a newer civ to me, which is kind of funny. It's been out for a long time. I've always loved 4. And I played Civ 5 for, like, not exaggerating, like an hour. I was like, I think I'll go back to 4. And this game's 20 years old, and I still get excited to fire up a new game. Especially now that I can play Realism Invictus on giant maps. Okay. I think I'm going to start building Axemen now because they will... Let me double check this. Units, unit categories. No, let's go units. Need to look at man-at-arms here. Crucible steel, bronze, or iron. We have that. So yeah, once I get Crucible steel in 6 turns, I will be... Well, that piece didn't last very long. But yeah, I'll get a bunch of man-at-arms. Wonder what the Russians are rocking with. They still got classical troops, right? Okay. Good. Get man-at-arms going, and then, yeah, start building up some more armies. X-Men in 6, perfect. So I know the Russians will have a city here. Probably have another one down there. St. Petersburg is the crown jewel. Iron, fish, whales. And really nice land with a river. Moscow. I mean, even in Realism Invictus, Moscow is not good. Kind of the same with Yaroslav. But we'll take them all the same. I guess Yaroslav's not horrendous. Oh, is this my skirmisher? I kind of forgot that guy was out there exploring. Got too close to a barbarian city. Okay. Taylor, let's go ahead and get you building an Axeman too. Some medieval swordsmen. Do we not have levies available to us right now? Oh, interesting. Okay. Not ideal. These swamps take so long to drain. "50 turns to build a cottage up from a swamp." It's great to get them out. Drain, though. They cause all kinds of unhealthiness. Where's the Sahalan? Mansa Musa? I don't think so. Inca? Why can't this worker build a... That's weird. Should be able to build a cottage there, but it's not letting me right now. Guess I'll drain the swamp first and see what happens. Okay, Taylor.
There never
There
was
we
a
go,
good
crucible
knife
steel.
made of bad steel.
Alright, what gives us pikemen? Mechanics gives us trebuchets. Borough rights, that used to be city rights. That's funny. We would like pikemen before we start these wars too. George Westinghouse. All right. Great engineer. Okay, I'm going to have them sit in Washington. No, like, wonders on the horizon that I can think of. I have a great engineer now, but it would have been nice. Well, I guess it didn't matter. I got pretty much all the wonders I wanted in the ancient era. That's when I think the great engineers are the best, because they can build wonders in one turn. Stage the whole army in New York. Bangalore. Are the Cholas? No, they're still hanging on. They've got this thing. So the Incas are pretty spread out. I'm wondering if separatism's going to be a problem for them. Biskra's got a tag damped. You know, I've tried to be friends with the Bali. We're the two highest civs by kind of a decent margin right now. Highest score at least, and they just don't seem to be very happy with us. Probably because we're getting ahead of them. Oh, we declared war on their friends. Oh, they must be friends with the Russians. Well, what can you do? So, not right now, but sometime in the future, there is going to be a conflict with them.
Give the peasants neither life nor death.
Land tenure. Now you can build levies. I don't like that war bands are not available for a period, so we had that city build a medieval swordsman. It changed its production from a warband to a medieval swordsman. Hey, the first swamp got drained. Okay, Biskro's starting to flex its cultural muscle. Got one more man-at-arms to build, and then upgrade the rest of those axemen to man-at-arms. Doing pretty nice. I don't know if we'll get to the war this episode. This has been kind of a housekeeping episode. Can you do build a lumber mill? Sure, Nubians. We go Taylor. Okay. This is Chola lands. Okay. I was able to upgrade all of them. Once I do get borough rights, it's going to be quite a bit more expensive to upgrade pikemen, I think. All my spearmen to pikemen. Everything that can be worked right now is being worked, I think. And we can go over here. Biskra now has some more tiles due to their culture push. Yeah, you can see Bangalore's got a red fist over him. That means that is like the most separatism you can have. Yeah, this city, Miliana. Incan are going to be in a crossfires. Basically, I think I've developed a long-term goal of taking over my entire continent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we can do a farm here and cottages everywhere else. Last phase. Crossbowmen are great against mounted units. I'm not going to build any crossbowmen though. Medieval swordmen are just like overall good against ancient era, but I mean pikemen are strength higher, and I think overall better. Can start building some. Okay, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does that mean we can do maybe 3 stacks? This will be the great swamp draining episode. That's basically what we got done.
I will to my lord be true and faithful, and love all which he loves, and shun all which he shuns.
Not gonna do feudal aristocracy, or whatever it's called. Aristocracy. There we go. And Kazan's out of options for. Oh, I guess we could do a tavern for more culture, but that's about it. Let's start irrigating here in preparation for having Yaroslavel as our city in the future. Okay. I'm gonna look at the Kremlin. Buildings, great wonders. The Kremlin. Free used voivodeship in every city. What does that do? So just -5 maintenance in every city. Well, that's pretty good. So I'm not going to build it in Omaha. I'll build that in Washington if I can. Okay. Omaha, you go ahead and build some research. One thing I can do is upgrade all war bands to levies. 462, perfect. I have just enough gold for that. Alright, we did have the holy city of Zoroastrianism in Biskra, but we lost it because, well, we are pagans. Which makes sense. I like that mechanic. We can use our great engineer now. Oh, it did build the Kremlin in one turn. There we go. That should be a nice boost to our economy. Minus 5% maintenance in every city. Yeah, 12 gold. I don't know if you've paid attention, but the thumbnail for each video in this series, I'm just taking kind of an up-close picture of Washington. It's funny how the buildings kind of move around. The pyramids were outside the walls of the city for the longest time, and now they have moved inside the walls. Okay. Research. So, yeah, pyramids are now dead center. They used to be down here. It's kind of cool. I haven't showed this off, but I like what they did with the cities. Let's see if I can point some stuff out. Here's our Colosseum. Here's an aqueduct. I think that's the Kremlin right there. Stonehenge. Great libraries over here. And yeah. So Washington's looking pretty nice. So keep an eye on that as we go forward. Just check out the thumbnails to see how Washington's looking. Alright. Most advanced, we're number 1, and Hayam Warwick's number 2. Mansa Musa is actually 3rd. Okay. Slav will actually gain some territory for us. Or from us. Alright, I guess in that case, there's not a whole lot to do for these workers. So, build roads, I guess. If I knew that great engineer was going to build it in one turn, I should have done it in Biskra. No, we're not going to do Krishnari. Sorry.
All right, but apart from the sanitation, medicine, education, wine, public order, irrigation, roads, the freshwater system, and
Gandhashapur is a worthwhile
ever done for us?
wonder. So I am going to try to build that. First things first, Washington. Only 17 turns, too. Bathhouses everywhere. After the bathhouses, build pikemen. Or you'll start on spearmen, they'll become pikemen. Russians want to do open borders, huh? But why? Alright, swamp is almost gone. I'll leave the ones that aren't currently in any city's workable tiles. And as I automate these workers, I'm sure they'll go right for those spots to build their roads, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay. The Koreans. They're starting to make peace with the Koreans. I'm going to let them build up a little more gold before I make peace with them. They'll give me their gold. Alright. Berbers are done. Pachacudi declared war on Catherine, huh? Catherine might cause some problems for Pachacudi. But yeah, that's good for me because not this episode, but next episode, pretty quickly I'll be declaring war on Catherine, and it might be a Catherine Ender war. Bathhouse. Actually, with Chicago, I would like to start building. No, can't do it yet. Very close on all that. Okay, so that is about an hour. So that's going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.